Good afternoon. It is Barbara, the East Coast Dragon lady, coming to you actually just after I've been out for a walk to clear my head, so I'm a little bit flushed. But it was definitely time for me to sit down and do next week's dragon prediction. I think that's what I called it last week. So last week I came to you on Monday to tell you what the overall theme of the week was and pulled some cards. So I've done it a little bit differently today, but I'll explain that. So when I was thinking about setting intentions for next week, I immediately heard forgiveness, forgive ourselves, and purification. So I wasn't really quite sure what that meant. So I was guided to Kuan Yin, and I used her. I don't know if you've seen this. There's this beautiful book, which is called the Kuan Yin Transmissions, and I was guided to open it on this page, which is White Tara. So this is the paragraph. Purification process is gentled through the presence of White Tara, without her softening light pacifying the negativities which can arise. Purification can feel quite intense. When thoughts and feelings from the past arise, especially if you have been doing spiritual practice, such as prayer, meditation, yoga, or mindfulness, it can be a sign of purification taking place. This is good. It will result in more clarity and peace within you and around you eventually. In the interim, however, if you are intensively purifying, you can feel you are being inundated with old issues. You may wonder what is going on, feeling as though you are going backwards, even when you are taking steps forward on your path. With White Tara, those thoughts and feelings evaporate swiftly without any disturbance to our being. So again, interesting when I read that, because that is exactly what's been happening to me this week. I felt like I'd gone backwards, not stuck, but some self-doubt creeping in. I think all of us that do this work, this happens to, and I'm aware of that. I sat with it for a few days, and then I realized that I needed to find some. So I've listened to a few podcasts. So I listened to Amanda Ellis this morning, and that spoke to me. She actually said that people that are reaching high vibrations are having trouble connecting, especially in the galactic realms. And that's exactly how I've been feeling, that I haven't been getting very much. And those of you that have been following me know that I get pretty quick, fast transmissions. They felt like I've been pulling them, like I did a couple of readings, and I know I felt like I was pulling from the sky. I was pulling it out. It wasn't flowing. So I sat with that for a while as well. And I think that's overall what we need to do. If we're feeling stuck, we're feeling we're going backwards, even though we know we're progressing each day, just to sit with it. So I think that's where the forgiveness, I don't know about a lot of you, but I know I've done a lot of that forgiving. And I think sometimes we feel, first of all, we go to, oh, I need to forgive myself, oh, I need to forgive somebody else, or I still need to forgive all these people. No, we don't. Just look at yourself, and go inwards. So I think that's where that self-reflection comes in, and the purification, which came from Kuan Yin. And Kuan Yin is always my go-to when I'm questioning. So I did pull, I pulled 5 cards for the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then, so 4 cards. And then I was taken back to the dragon's path. So these are all dragons. So bear with me. So Monday, this is the card of structure. So what I feel from this, talking about purification and going inwards, is that we need that firm structure. We need to ground ourselves. You've heard me say this numerous times. We need to be firmly grounded in Mother Gaia. and sending her a lot of love right now. She is obviously unhappy. We've seen devastation across the globe. So while you're grounding, please send her love and blessings. So the structure for Monday is foundation. We need to give ourselves that foundation. And then on Tuesday, there's the dragon for balance. Again, we need to balance ourselves out, the yin and the yang, especially when we're maybe feel like we're not quite in balance. That's certainly how I felt. So bringing in the male and the female energy. Sometimes I think we gravitate to one type of energy and we need to balance it out with the other. So that's what I'm getting from that. So this would be Wednesday, goals. So we all know that we need to set goals. So I think sometimes when we've got to that middle of the week, that might be a good time to look at goals. What are your goals? Not necessarily for the week, maybe for the rest of the year. I've certainly said this a few times that we've still got almost 5.5 months left in this year, which has flown by. So we know the next 5 will. But maybe set some goals before the end of the year. And you see, I'm seeing here, I see this as the Star of David is what I'm hearing. And that's the end of the year when we celebrate, those of us that celebrate Christmas and celebrate that Jesus was born. So not that this is religious in any way, but that's what I see. So is setting goals, and this beautiful white and blue light, bring that in as well. But that's how I see it, as I spoke about the end of the year. Then for Thursday, speak your dreams. So we all have those dreams, whether we dream them at night or we have a dream that we want to come true. Speak them. I've done that a few times, and I'm always hoping that that's when I put it out into the universe. And sometimes it's just when I'm on here or when I'm talking to somebody and I'm like, I can't believe I just said that. I've always been one of these people that when I firmly say I am never going to do something, that's the one thing I'll end up doing. So I'm always catching myself when I say, I can't see myself doing. And that's exactly what I do. So then the next, of course I wrote these down, here they are. So the next 3 dragons, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the next 3 dragons, so this is Friday will be peace, and I think that all of these next cards are beautiful. So these are from Caroline Mitchell. So here's peace, which almost goes with speak your dreams. Allow me to pull together your scattered energies. Perfect. This is Friday. So we've set our goals, we're going to speak our dreams, and then allow me to pull together your scattered dreams. This beautiful, gentle dragon encourages us to be kind to ourselves. We frequently push ourselves too hard in our lives, whether this is at work or at home. We forget who we truly are and can miss the beauty in life as we become self-absorbed. Great for Friday. So Saturday is peace. Peace was my theme for was actually my theme for this year. And where have you gone? So I've got grace, peace. All right, so here we go. Peace. Allow me to pull together your, yes, I've done peace, pull together the scattered dreams. Then grace is where I was going. Grace, again, another very similar, these colors are similar, they're like switch. So we had peace was this color, which was purple and blue, and now we have grace, which is more blue and purple. So they're, for me, they're the very high frequency energies that are out there. And grace says, you are more than you can possibly imagine. This dragon flies into our lives when we have been or are struggling with self-worth, self-respect, and self-love issues, or when we have been neglecting ourselves. It's time to look at ourselves and discover who we truly are. We are magnificent human beings who need to find ways to let go of our self-imposed limitations and self-limiting beliefs. Again, I can't say it better. And then Syngold is Sunday. Is another variation on blue. I would say more silver and blue. And that is the 7th ray that I see. And Syngold says to us, do that which lifts your heart to bring forth your deep inner smile from within. This dragon of gratitude, and he arrives when we need to take notice and acknowledge old negative patterns. He asks us to recognize old emotional blocks. For example, these can be self-doubts, fear, or jealousy. He has these words to say about gratitude. Review your life to date and find things to be grateful for, so you can rejoice in who you are. Acknowledge the fears, envy, guilt, and anger within. Accept the niggling doubts and admit they are present, for they are part of who you are. But you have no need to dwell here, for they are part of your past and no longer relevant to your life. Instead, reveal the pure joy of being alive. Seek the positive as your existence here on earth. Couldn't have said that better. So that's the overall theme for this week, which started with White Tara. I will post these each day with a reminder. And actually, when I was also asking for some guidance, I also pulled this card, Destiny. So there's a little bit variation on colour there. And Destiny is, it is your life, your journey, your path. You walk it your way. So again, I think that's a fabulous overall message as well with Kuan Yin. So again, I would encourage you to, take a good look at yourself this week. Look at all those things. Bring in green Tara, not green, I want to say green Tara, White Tara, so that she can help with help balancing out. So there was one, I know what I was going to say. So I'm actually today, the reason I went out for a walk before I did this is that I am being guided to do something artistic. So I've got my watercolors out, I've got my acrylics out. It's actually about 80 degrees here today, which is sort of a nice day to sit out on the patio. I think my yellow jackets are gone. I had like 2 weeks of horrible infestation of yellow jackets, which eventually, I live in a condo and they had to come and take care of them. They were like swarming at points. So not pleasant for this summer. So interesting, I had squirrels in spring and now I've got yellow jackets. So I'm hoping to sit outside for a couple of hours. The dragons told me when I was doing some work on Inner Earth that I would be bringing in dragon language and dragon light. And I have a feeling this is light language that they're going to be helping me put on paper. So stay tuned. I'm a self-critic, and if it isn't good enough, you won't be seeing it. But I will. I have a feeling this is going to be something interesting. On my walk, they were sort of giving me ideas of colours. And when I work with my inner earth dragons, which are my galactic dragons and elders, they're very bright, vibrant colours. So I've already seen some blues and yellows. So I'll see what comes through. I've done light language with my hands. I don't vocalize light language yet. Who knows? But they're guiding me to put something on paper. So I will see what happens today. So I hope that you enjoyed last week's message. I will do the same. This is going up on YouTube and it will go up on my Facebook private group. If you're catching this on YouTube, you can find me at www.eastcoastdragonlady.com, and you can hit Facebook and all the other ones to take you to those links, and it will take you to my private page where I post this and daily messages, and I'll be posting these cards with the message to remind you each day. So again, I hope you all have a good week. I hope that wherever you live, whatever extreme weather you've been having, because across the country it has been extreme here in the United States. I have friends out in Southern California, which is about to be hit with possibly a hurricane, which has not happened in hundreds of years, I believe. And they only usually have a few inches of rain, and they're going to be getting a lot of rain. So the theme for us here in the United States, and I believe across Europe as well, has been a lot of rain. So that's telling us something. That's usually what I'm hearing is Mother Gaia saying she is crying. And she's been saying for a long time that she needs help. We either have the extremes of fires or water. We've had Canada with fires, Australia with fires. It seems we've got those extremes, fire and water. So I'm sure there's something galactic. I'm sure there's something in the astrology, which my friend Tammy often says that what I get from the dragons or the galactics lines up with what is going on with the astrological signs and also in the planets. So if you know any of that, certainly drop me if it lines up. So I will leave you and have a good week, and I'll be back again.